Ah, I sound fine. Jesus. God created me on Sunday. After he has rested very well. Hi my loves, welcome to my channel. I'm Mina, your favorite makeup artist, and I'm here with another transformation video. So come along with me while I transform my client. So I'm going to be starting with styling her hair. She just wanted a very simple hairstyle. So because her hair was not that long, we decided to go with a side part, and this is the extension that I'll be adding. Then I added the extension and just rolled it up and bringing out the edges and just making something pretty out of it. So I finished styling the hair and I just used a scarf to like press the hair down to just like make everything just sleek. So moving on to the makeup, I want to start my makeup on a very clean base. I'll be going in to cleanse the face with the micellar water. This is the Juliediamond micellar water, my favorite, and I'm going to be using this to clean her face and her neck, even her chest basically, because I want everywhere to be clean. Then when the face is fully dried, I'll be going in to hydrate the face using this Soo Pro Hydrating Mist. So I am using a brush to just like make sure that the spray is going into the skin really well. Then I use the fan to dry it out. Then I'll be moisturizing the lips. Now going in with an hydrating product, I'll be using the Cosrx essence, and I'll be using this to revitalize the skin and prepare it for a very smooth makeup application. Basically, you want to start your makeup with a very good base, and making sure I blend it out really well and let it dry out. Next off is my moisturizer. This is the Msmetics moisturizer, and I'll be applying this all over the face and let it dry out, like give it time to dry. So because I want the makeup to stay on for a very long time without any sweat or anything, I'll be going in with this Juliediamond Sweat lock, and I'll be using this to cage all of the sweat by applying this just on the T-zone areas, basically the forehead, the nose area and the chin. And I'll be using the brush to just like pat it on the skin, and I'll be using a fan to dry it out. Next off is my primer, and I'm using the Rimmel London primer, and I'll be applying this primer all over the face, excluding under the eyes. Using my finger, I'll be applying the Becca Primer just on the T-zone areas because I don't want it to be everywhere. It's foundation time, and I used the Maybelline Superstay foundation in the shade 380 and the Vee Beauty foundation in the shade Ghana. Yeah, and just take a look at that smooth match. Just look at how everything is just sinking into the skin really well. This brush is a Real Techniques brush, and I love it so well. It does the job so well. So now this is where everything I don't know the spirit. I don't know what made me to pick up this light shade and just put it on it and say that I want to add it to blend it. Anyways, I blended it out and I worked it out, but I just don't know. I just don't get it. Why I decided to put this light shade, and it was just too much. But I serve a living God. I made sure I blend and blend and blend, and I kept on blending. So I went into contouring, and I used the Maybelline Superstay foundation in shade 380 to contour. It was a very dark shade and it was really good for contouring. I went in to do my blush and blended it out. Next off is concealer, and I went in with the Nuban Beauty concealer. I use the lighter shade first. This is the shade 046.5, and I went in with the dark shade because I didn't want it to be any more light or lighter than our skin tone. So I blended this out. Now tell me, can you still see? Does it still look like I applied a light foundation? Like, can't see it again because we thank God. I'm going in with the Merak baking spice in the shade Nutmeg, and I'll just be using this to like set everywhere that I've applied concealer. You want to make sure that for your setting powder, you want to make sure that is one layer at a time, and make sure that you pat off the excess before you apply it on the concealer or on the highlighted places. So I'm also using this setting powder to lift the eye up. Then I'll be going in with the Maybelline Superstay powder in the shade 355. Yes, 355. And I'll just be using this to like powder the whole face up. Next off is my powder blush. I'm going in with the eyeshadow palettes, the Rios and Zikelcosmetics eyeshadow palettes. So I applied a very little amount because I don't want to do too much. Now to nose contour, I love powder contour for my nose contouring. So I'm starting from the beginning of the brows down to the bridge of the nose. So I just blended it out with a more fluffy brush, and I applied a lighter shade to the middle so it can like snatch and enhance the nose contour. So next up is the brows. I use this hair wax to brush up my brows. Then I just use a setting powder to just pat and set the brows. So moving on to the highlights of this whole look, I'll be showing you guys how I achieved the eye look like a stress-free way. So first I applied my eyeshadow from the palette. So I'll be putting it in the description box, don't worry. So I started off from the inner corner of the eye, then I'm taking it up, like upwards basically. Then I'm really blending it out. And I'm applying this in a like lifted way because I want to achieve like a cut crease kind of eye look. So then I went in with this Honey Beauty eyeshadow palette, and I'll be using these two nude shades from it. So before applying my eyeshadow on it, I'm using my finger to tap the eyeshadow primer down really well because you want the eyeshadow primer to be really smooth so that your eyeshadow can go on smoothly on it. So I'll be applying this eyeshadow shade on the eyelid, making a cut crease way, and I'm taking it like upward toward like the brow area. Then I'm using a very flat brush to achieve this look. Like that is basically what you can use so that it can like help you to like cut it really well. So while patting my eyeshadow on the eyelid, I'm making sure that I am cutting my crease with the eyeshadow like very well. So I went in with the brush that I used to do my transition like in the first place. I'm using it to like dust off any nude shade. To add more depth to the cut crease, I'll be using a black eyeshadow shade, and I'll be putting this directly on the nude. You want to take like a very little amount because it's black and you don't want it to like ruin the whole look. So I'll be using this, and I'll be using a very like pencil shaped brush, and I'll be taking this like towards brow area and make sure I blend it out really well. I took my brush that has brown on it and I use it to blend the black shade out. So it's time to line the waterline area, and I'll be going in with my Merak pencil, and I'll just be using this. So she was really scared about tearing up, and I told her that don't worry, I got you. One thing I always do while doing the waterline area is to give my clients or model time. Like I'll let you breathe in, I'll let you breathe out, I'll do my thing like without you tearing up. So to clean up the eye area, I'll be taking my Maybelline powder with my beauty blender, and I'll use it to like straighten up the eyeshadow look. So for the brows, I'll be using a black pencil to outline the brows, like the lower parts and the upper parts. I'll just be using the black to outline. So guys, if you want to see a detailed tutorial on how I draw my brows after my eyeshadow look, check my channel. I have a detailed brow tutorial after eyes. Yes. So I'm also going to use the black to make strokes, like natural strokes on the brows. Then I went in with the Davis pencil in the shade 03. Then I used my spoolie brush to brush the brows out for a more natural finish. I went straight into concealing, and I'm using a very little amount of concealer because I've already done my eye look and I just want something to define and like pop my brows. This brush is the Juliediamondcosmetics round angled brush, and it really does it for me basically. So that is it for the brows. No time to waste time. I'll be going in with the same brush I used for my transition. I'll be using it to blend out my concealer. So to make the eye look pop, I'll be going in with a soft brown shade and I'll be putting it in the under eye and blend it out and take it towards the lash line. So to make a more precise winged look, I'll be extending the brown shade to where the nude shade stops, like lifting the eye up. So to line the eyes, I'll be using the Beauty eyeliner. Then I'll stop my lining in the middle and use my brush to smudge the liner together with the brown shade I applied earlier, and I'll just be using this to like form a winged liner look. Moving on to the lips, I'll be trying out these shades from Merak Beauty. So before lining my lips, I like to set the upper lip with a setting powder. Then I'll start to line because the setting powder is going to like help for a smooth lip application. So I'm using this shade Choco. So I'll be adding this nude shade. So I noticed that I left the lipstick on for a long time before blending it out, so it was already too dry. So I went in with another nude shade from my Beacham Ageless palette and I just applied it on it and blended everything out. So I wasn't too satisfied with the brown shade I applied, so I went in with the classic lipstick in the shade Thunder and I just applied it on it and used it to like line the lips, and I had to blend it out with the nude shade. I applied the Adventure Lip Lock in the shade Nude just in the middle, and I love how it was coming out. Then I top it up with the gloss and it was good to go. Now I'm using the Mega Impact mascara to enhance her lashes, and I put the lashes on. So I gave her a mirror so she can see how pretty she looked, and she was like,
so fine.
She really loves how her makeup was coming together. I'll be applying the mascara on her lower lashes to finish up the eye look. Then I went in to blend out my blush and under the eyes and everything.
After you has rested very well.
So to melt in all of the makeup and lock in all of the makeup, I'll be using this Soo Pro Hydrating Mist. Then using a fan to dry it out very well. Then I went on with my highlighter. So I'm using my Seal It spray to seal in all of the makeup so it can like stay for long. And this is the finished look, guys. It came out so beautiful and so pretty. Her dress was giving, her energy was there. She was a first-time client and she was really satisfied with her makeup. She really loved it and I was so happy too. Thank you so much, guys, for watching and for riding with me on this transformation video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and let me know, is this look giving or it is giving? Thank you so much, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and tutorial. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to comment. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video, guys. Bye.